fuck about Dolph Ziggler. They are now just figuring out and making more money than they ever had.
Now those guys, you're right. Maybe the developmental system definitely helped them because none of those three guys that you mentioned, none of them had worked for any type of wrestling promotion prior to WWE.
No, they didn't have a fucking clue.
They didn't have a clue. So the developmental system served them well. I was just more geared for business, I think, when I came out of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you know.
And I just kind of, I think maybe I caught myself in a lull after that. I did kind of get lost in the shuffle. Anyways, who knows? Who knows? It may not have worked. It may not have worked.
What that all comes down to is I knew this and I had this theory, and you and another person here would say I'm paranoid. But I'm not, You know where this came from?
I said you were paranoid?
No, you guys say it from time to time. I'm crazy or I'm paranoid.
What?
You allude to it, yeah. Why are you
What do you mean?
So, listen to me. I let that fucking indie shit in my locker room with that fucking ref. Right? Now, I posted what I posted. I posted all this about my Facebook, what the fuck I'd done. And that's just making me out the asshole because he wants to, he sends me this. Let me see, I'll read exactly how it was worded. You know what I wanted to say 2 hour end readings exact? Thank God I've got, that Google saves every fucking email. Mm-hmm. I have every email saved, proving everything I've said and claimed. If I've read to pull it out of my ass or someone says I'm full of shit. So I get this one. I wanted to let you know I'm going to be doing other shows outside of PPW. I would still want to come and work at PPW on certain weekends. If not, I get it. Well, if after I've done all that for you and I'm just certain weekends, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You haven't learned anything because we run every week. We have consistent storylines. If you aren't here, you're not in a storyline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, wow. I would never do that to anybody that fucking taught me and did for me more than anyone's done for me.
Right.
So I posted this on my Facebook because I wanted to see if people gave a shit about it, and they do because it's gotten great response and stuff. So I figured I'd put it on the podcast, and everybody who wants to know who will have to subscribe. Mm-hmm. So the ref. So I thought I unfriended the ref, but I didn't. I just unfollowed the indie ref, who actually thinks he can make a living off $20 and $30 payoffs if he lives cheap enough and works enough,
Well, that's
at 30-something years
also,
old.
but we talked about that too. Some of these guys, maybe that's just what they want,
Mm-hmm.
And if it is, but we're here to do business.
Which is fine, but he's
don't waste our time.
He's working on guys here.
But you know what I'm saying? Don't waste our time.
But here's his response to my post. And I want to know, I don't understand. You tell me what you think of this. The coaching scheme doesn't always work. Does work on young kids, though.
What's that mean?
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, I think
Here's what I think. I think that these fucking people, and this is the epitome of these people, these indie guys, and what Vince has done with indie guys, they think that somehow being a fan all their life qualifies them as being professional wrestlers or referees or in the industry now. Yeah. Coaching, that's called agenting, you fucktard. Chris Jericho was outstanding when he was agented. When Chris goes into business for himself and tries to work and book himself, he's fucked.
The scheme, though, coaching scheme, I don't understand.
I don't know. Now, the funniest part about this is another guy left here, and I'm not going to say his name, but
we're trying to show you how to do the business right and give you an opportunity to work every week, and it's a scheme.
I know.
Motherfucker, I fucking have been in this business for 20 years. I've worked for WWE. I've worked for major promotions.
I know.
And you're telling me? You're telling me how this business works?
Well, when I got
how this business works and I don't. That's essentially what you're saying.
So there was a time when when I first started back in this area, I can't remember what the name of the company was, but PPW, with the investor, I had no clue on the pulse that was out here, just starting the school, you know what I mean? So then what I would do is my intentions and my words were, well, yeah, you guys are fucking green, you don't really know what you're doing. if you're interested to work here, I'll work with you. If you have something, I'll invest in you and turn you into workers and smarten you up, you know?
What the fuck?
Well, so that just got all kind of fucked up because once I was getting all those those kids tryouts, all of a sudden, like, they start fucking thinking like they just come here and I'm going to do it if I like them, you know?
Well, I mean, what the like, coach, dude.
I know.
Like we're so we should be doing it differently. Like our experience. Like, how long have you been in the business? How long
They're not in the business. They're
not even in the business.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you're disagreeing? Like you're telling me how to fucking develop fucking talent in people? I've worked with some of the best that's ever fucking been in this fucking industry.
Oh my god,
dude, motherfucker, you were playing fucking kickball in grade school when I was playing Madison Square Garden in the fucking Staples Center.